Hello and welcome to this eighth program, which is on file handling. Okay, so we'll see how to handle a textual file and a binary file by using these operations. So, what are the operations we are doing on the file? The first thing we do is we store the data, stocks data. Okay, so this is share market data. uh, that is the name of the company, the high that is on that day, what was the highest price at which the stock was sold, then the low, which means the opposite, the lowest price at which the stock was sold to any person. Open, the starting price at which the first trade was made, the first stock sold, and the last stock sold. Okay, so that is the closing price. All right, in a CSV file. Okay, so that is the basics of share market that will require, not more than that. All right, so the name, say Reliance India, then high, say 100, 101 or 110, low 95, open is at 100 and close it as 100 and say 20 or something. No, sorry, high, it cannot be greater than high, so 105 or something. Okay, so like that. Now display all the saved data by reading from the file. Okay, so whatever is the data that we saved in a CSV file, comma separated value file. Okay, here it is written CSV file, it is comma separated value file. uh, we have to save that data, sorry, we have to display that saved data by reading from the file. All right, then we also have to count the number of stocks, which basically means the line count. Okay, because each line will refer to one stock for that day. All right, so this is line count. The overall entries, that is the word count. Okay, so the name, high, low, open, close, that is these five entries make one entry. Okay, five words make one entry for the particular stock, and the characters for no particular reason. Okay, basically what we are trying to do is we are trying to get these features, get to know these features. Okay, so if you see, actually only stocks make sense, but overall entries and characters, those do not really make much sense. Okay, uh, all right, so after that we make a copy of an image file. Okay, so we need an image file. We'll download it very quickly, and also see how to replicate it. All right, so let's start with the first uh, s- uh, part itself. All right, uh, okay, 12:20 p.m. So let's move over to our Visual Studio. All right, and what we will do is just close. Oh no, that was not supposed to be closed. These were. What is it? Okay, so we move on to our Visual Studio Code, and here the first thing that we need to do is we need to import OS. All right, why do we need OS? Is because we are going to create a file on the system. Okay, on the hard drive, and that requires some privileges from the OS. All right, and that privileges are included in your uh, OS package. Okay, which is there in Python. All right, so it comes up bundled with Python. You just have to import it. Okay, and here you will see the all the output as I just copied the output what we need. Okay, and we'll make sure that it is the same as we have. Okay, so after importing OS, you always have to open and close a file. Okay, so f dot open. Okay, and then f dot close. All right, sorry, f equal to equal equal to f equal to open and what and in which so basically what we are doing is creating a file, creating CSV. The first part in that is open file in write mode. Okay, so since we do not have any file created initially, what we'll do is we'll name that file first. What is the name? It is demo.csv. CSV, and the mode in which we want it is write mode. Okay, so whenever you are operating on a file, you always have to open the file that we want, and in the mode that you want. Okay, and then you have to close this file. Okay, so in case you are wondering what other modes are there. Okay, so there is read, there is write, there is write plus, there is read, there is sorry, it should be small, read, then read plus, then there is append, and I guess there is also append plus. Okay, read gives you only write gives you only write privileges, write plus gives you write plus read privileges, read gives you read privileges, read plus gives you read plus write privileges, append is only append, not read, and append plus is append plus read. I hope that's clear. In case you're wondering what is the difference between write and append will go to the end and add data over there. Write will basically overwrite the entire file. Okay, so that's the gist of what the privileges are. Okay, we have read, we have since we don't have the file initially, what we'll do is we'll create that file. Okay, and if we run this program twice, we'll just replace that file. Okay, because we don't want any unnecessary data to be present inside that file. All right, so now what do we do inside this after we have opened this file, right? After we have opened this file, what we need to do is we need to write the data. Okay, so first f dot write. Okay, and see, we need a header for this, right? So the header, if we see it from here, is the stocks comma high comma open comma close. Okay, yeah, 13th line 13th line is actually exact. Okay, all right, so what we want is this should be there. All right, so stocks high low open and close. Okay, after doing that we need end character, that is new line character. Okay, after giving the new line character, what we have to do is we have to take the user input. Okay, for how many ever lines the user wants to enter, and then we have to close our file. After writing it, we have to close our file. Okay, so now you might write a code by using for loop. That is, we take the number of lines, right, and then we decide how many times the loop should run. Okay. Alternate way is write choice equal to -1. Okay. And while choice not equal to 0, while choice is not equal to 0, what do we do? Okay, so while choice is not equal to 0, okay, choice is not equal to 0, what do? We write the statement, enter the, okay, wait a minute. Okay, so after we write this while loop, the first thing that we do is we take the entries, that is this entries from the user. Okay, so I'll just copy this line, and since what we are writing is a line inside the file, we will say enter this. Okay, yeah, enter stocks data. All right, whatever that input is, we'll save it as a line, and then we have to f dot write, call this method and pass the line to it. Okay, once you pass the line, it has been written. You will take the user's choice. Okay, so int input, and then enter 0 to exit, 1 to continue. Okay, and whatever the user gives as input, as an input, that is what you will assign as the choice. Okay, so once they gives us the input, that way is where we get our choice. And let's save this and run this first. Okay, so I have this Python 8, I write tcs comma separated, then high is 110, low is 90, open is 100, and close is 105. When I enter, it will say either continue or leave. I'll say leave, and after I come out, you can see demo.csv is created over here. If I click over here, I have those entries. Okay, so now the comma separated file is created. We know how to create that file. Okay, now what do? We move on to the next menu. Creation is done, so display from file. Okay, it has to be okay. Display from file. Display from file. So we close the file. All right. Then we again have to open the file, but this time in read mode. All right, and then we want to print whatever is read. All right, so f dot open, sorry, f equal to open, open what? So demo demo.csv, and in what format? So that is read mode. Okay, and then f dot inside here, inside opening and closing, what we'll do is print, and this time what we'll do is f dot read. F dot read is a function, a method. Okay, so f dot read is a method which will be given, and you will have to run this. Okay, so let's see this also. What I'll do is I'll just simply copy this line, okay, so that I don't have to write it again and again. Okay, now if I run the file again, okay, I run the file again, I have the data already, then I write 0, and then you can see the data as it was in the file is taken and copied. All right, so this was the second of first and second of that problem statement, right? So it is here, store the data, then sorry, wrong file, yeah, store the data and into CSV and display all by reading from the file. Okay, then count the number of stocks and all these. Okay, let's see. So how do we go to the third part?